Okay, I just want to talk about one of probably the biggest conspiracy theories out there that's still out there on this Christopher Watts case. In my opinion, it was totally fabricated and invented by a certain couch detective creator in order to fulfill a narrative that that creator knew that loads of people would pick up on, loads of people would want to be true, loads of people would run with. So it would bring a lot of attention, it would bring a lot of subs, it would bring a lot of clicks, and it would bring a lot of potential money to that creator's channel. Now, there's still people now, to this day, I know, that believe this theory. Okay, in my opinion, I'm going to call it out. I call it out as complete and utter BS. Okay, now it's the obvious theory probably everyone knows and has heard, and that is that on the CCTV, Nate's CCTV, you don't see Christopher Watts walking out the house. You see Nicole Kessinger walking out the house. So despite there being no evidence in the discovery, no evidence in any of Chris's confessions, and no evidence in Sherilyn Cadle's book, which has just come out, no evidence in any of that that this is Nicole Kessinger walking out the house wearing the exact same clothes as Chris. Some people are still clinging on to that, and there are certain people and creators that will not admit they're wrong about it, and they have tried to force this narrative and cling on to this narrative in the hope, in the minuscule hope that it would have turned out right, when knowing full well they knew it was not true, in my opinion. So I'm just going to play it. This, this is a bit we all know. We're all meant to believe that this is Nicole Kessinger. There we go, walking out the house, wearing the exact same clothes as Chris. As bold as brass, as brazen as you like, just walking out the house after being an accomplice or, you know, to a murder. So despite all their planning, if they were both planning it together, as some people believe, or despite all Chris's planning, knowing where that camera points, weeks before having his truck parked out on the road, disguising it as saying that people were having their tools nicked. We know full well who was checking out Nate's camera to see what could and couldn't be picked up from his driveway. So despite all that planning, he was quite happy to have Nicole Kessinger just walk straight out the front of the house. It just doesn't make sense. It's absolutely ridiculous for people to still think that that is true. People go on about the ping. It's been explained that she could have just been driving through on her way to work, which she was, and it could have been picked up in Frederick. There's nothing to suggest that she was there, yet still because people hate her so much and they so want her to be there and be involved because she ruined Shanann's marriage, that they will do anything they can to put her there. This is probably the single biggest conspiracy theory stroke lie that has been forced out there onto people on YouTube, and unfortunately a lot of you have run with it, and there's absolutely nothing to support it being right. Unfortunately for you guys, I think you're going to have to accept that, in my opinion, Nicole Kessinger was not there on that morning of the 13th of August 2018. You are simply seeing, as per all the evidence suggests, and even Chris's confessions, that is him walking out of the house to go and get his truck.